right, welcome in everybody to Locker Room Sports Talk. Glad you come by and make us a part of your day. I'm your host here, Big Matt, and the co-host with the most, the Diamond Dean. What's going on, Dean?
How y'all doing, man?
Good to have you back. Had a good time, vacation, all that.
Yeah, go back to work. We on the 4-day-a-week schedule, so we go back a little early.
Yeah, there's a lot of Alabama teachers probably jealous of that. I think
it's pretty nice, but there's some side effects. You got to go back a little earlier, and probably don't get as long at Christmas. I think you go back like the 2nd, whereas other schools will go back like the 7th.
Well, they're already. I mean, like you said, y'all are going back. So I mean, a lot of Alabama schools it's going to be the 6th. Yeah, a couple more weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, maybe longer.
AHSA fan page. I'm putting it over there right now. So hang with us here on live because this is what we do. We come in and we get everything settled and I get stuff shared over on the page. Tonight, it's not nothing complicated. We're going to talk about high school football around here in the county first, and if some other stuff comes up around out of the county, of course, we'll make do with that as we always do. We appreciate everybody for coming by and hanging out. And while we got a lot of people here, guys, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Facebook people, just hit the thumbs up there, follow the page. Dean's done a great job adding all these old players, all-state stuff. That's brought a lot of people to the page, and we love it.
That stuff. I won't hold off on it for a few days. We can't overdo it.
Yeah.
But, I put it up there, and Matt shares it, and a lot of other people shared it. It's gone well, but people like seeing what local people.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know.
But some stuff just if you're not into it and keep up with it like we do a lot, you just kind of forget.
Yeah, you do. I mean, like Alan Starr, I'm going to use him.
I ain't forgot about him.
But, I mean, there's people who's Alan Starr. Well, now they know.
Yeah, some of the older guys that their family, like they maybe already passed on, and their family see it and they really enjoy it. So,
and it's nothing against average players, but it's most of it's guys that did exceptionally well,
and a lot and the superstars like the Martin Houstons and Michael Johnsons and Tyrone Moores. Those are like legends in the county.
Yeah,
there's no doubt people know who they are.
I might showcase them, but
sure,
but I mean. But these guys like Starr, he's all-state in football, great in basketball.
He's fun to talk to. I like bumping into him in town.
He's a big fisherman, isn't he?
So we appreciate Dean for doing that, and be patient. It'll be back up probably next week. Start getting back into some more of those or something. So thanks for coming by and hanging out with us again. And without further ado, I mean, Cleburne's finest down there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Cleburne's finest.
Won a bunch of football games, took his guys a lot of playoff games, and
him and Proto's the most popular people in that county, probably.
Ain't that right? Let's bring him on. The man out here from Highschool Football, Alabama. Find him over on YouTube. The season will be getting started with them. Jon Holder hosts the show over there. He's the GOAT for Alabama sports media, and Coach Shortt, he gets to be around Jon all the time. What a blessing he always is to be around.
Oh, no, absolutely. I appreciate you having me on tonight. And I was listening to your intro there. And Todd, I've enjoyed on Facebook looking at the players that you put up. That was real neat because, I played here at Cleburne County, so I remember a lot of them people. And if you're a high school football enthusiast, you don't just keep up with your home team. You keep up with kind of everybody around. And it's kind of like an all-star team. I mean, there's a lot of people. One person doesn't make a team, but a lot of time your running backs and your guys making a lot of tackles and your quarterbacks, receivers, they get a lot of the headlines, but they should. Right. So I've been I haven't seen anybody yet that I didn't know or didn't know their names. So I've really enjoyed that, Well, I'm not making up the stats. If you type the people in, there's usually an old article.
Yeah.
Or something that you can find.
But it was real neat. I really enjoyed looking at that because I think back at some of them. And I promise you, Jon Holder knows who every one of those players are.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing he don't remember. He remembers everything. I mean, it just you bring it up and he remembers most of the time where and when. So he's a joy to be around.
2 guys on there that I did not have any idea their stats were like that. And one was that Jeffrey Wood from center, like 2,400 yards in 12 games. And then, of course, Johnny McDupree, 3,000 yards in 12 games? I mean, it was –
you've already said when you start thinking about Cherokee County, back when I was playing them before. There are just certain names that. How many of them did they have? How many Duprees? How many Woods were they out there at play? Just a lot of them. And I'm sure it's that way at all the schools. There's just those families.
There's a group of families that really are stars of the teams there at the school.
Yeah. And a lot of 2 sports stars. I think it's smaller schools here. A lot of these guys have rushed for 3,000 or 4,000 yards in football and scored 1,000 points in basketball.
Yes, I mean there's no doubt. Yeah, but I go back to my days when we played Cherokee County, and I can remember real quickly. I'll give you a quick story. When I was in probably the 9th grade, I remember showing up. I'll just say we were out there. What is that? Halfway outside. When you're coming from Piedmont to Center, when you get in that big curve, is that ball play?
Ellisville,
yes.
Yeah.
That I'll just say this. Back in the day, in the early 70s, mid 70s, there was some cornfields up there or pastures where teams would meet, and they would play some very nice football games in pads in the summertime. So I've been involved in one of those. Oh my goodness gracious! Charles Wood from Heflin, Cleburne County. Yeah. I remember him being up there, and you remember the Fifes?
I remember Sam. I would host. I'll be honest with you. If you can send it to me, I can't find any statistics on Sam.
Okay,
nothing.
I'll see if I can find something. But
nothing.
Those are some of the names. Oh, I just remember some of those names are just phenomenal. And some of the big games, like, who was the running back the year they played in the playoffs and they upset Alexandria at Alexandria? Was that
Michael Perry?
Yes, Michael Perry. Oh, was he?
Yeah, I read an article on that game. Alexandria was undefeated.
They were. I was there.
And Center was like 6-4.
Yes.
And they went down there. He ran wild. Him and Brian Bushland.
Yes, you could almost call Cherokee County high school running back university.
Yeah, you've had that. Of course, you had Houston, Michael Johnson, Perry, which I'll always think, and no offense to anybody, that Michael Johnson was the best. You've got Jacob Corneo and the boy Ramsey. He was good. And
every era there's
DJ 5.
Yeah, from the Duprees, and there's been a
bunch of Duprees. Cash Covington.
Yep, Cash was tough.
Oh gosh, you're naming names now I hadn't thought of in a long time.
I couldn't find his. I did actually find something on him.
Cash was tough.
He had like 1780 or 1800 yards.
People don't remember here in our area Charles Wood and how good he was. He played at Auburn, and he was just one of those hard nosed. He before he was practices back then was just a little bit in the afternoon. Well, he worked on a putwood yard, and he picked up putwood all the time. And he picked up defensive linemen and threw them around like as a pine stick. And that's just,
really?
that's the way he was. We had Woods, we had Prothos, and we had Browns. We had plenty of those for years and years and years.
Well, now, if they named an all-time team and had an MVP, you'd have to give it to Blanchard.
He did everything.
But I've never seen a better player than Michael Johnson around here.
Yeah.
All-star teams could be by the decades probably.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the fair way to probably do it. Do ones from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do an all-time.
2010 to 20, and then a new era. So
it's just like pro basketball. It's hard to do an all-pro because I watch a lot of basketball, and it's just hard to do a team like that without just saying a decade.
Right.
Well, we're going to get in here and get started. Coach Shortt, we're glad that you come by to hang out with us, and he comes on with us during the year some, and we appreciate your time. And first all, we'll say, give us a few minutes of Etowah Media Day and kind of what you just kind of overall, the teams down there and what's going on. Coach Peavy at Etowah, I've seen some of that interview. He's a tough, old school type coach, and that seems like the point he was trying to get across in the part that I was watching, that first guys to get tough again. He's like, Etowah's always been known to be tough. We want to play tough football. So tell us about some of that down there, and Coach Smith at Westbrook.
Coach Peavy's got his hands full. He knows that. He wants to play tough, but he wants to play tough within the rules of the game. Yeah. He don't want to be out there playing and all of a sudden, a kid hits somebody in the back and they're shoving and hollering and cussing and screaming. That's not toughness there. I call that cowardice. So if you can't hit somebody eye to eye, face to face, then you don't need to be playing.
Now I've heard that from just to the grapevine, and we don't know because football ain't started, but that their offense may look a little different this year. That while they may be some type of the wing tee or something, how Paul calls it, the ugly eagle or something like that.
And he's done that before in other places, and that might fit the style of offense or the style of people that he has.
Right.
I think if anything, he talked about they'll probably try to lean on their defense a little bit more early in the year until their offense can come around. And a lot of times you see teams, let's just say they lost a lot of people. A lot of times early on, they'll lean on their defense before they will their offense, especially if you got a lot of new players back, just because of that. We had there's some good-looking guys here today. I know that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my surprise from Etowah. I'm not from the county, Etowah County, and my surprise this year in 3A football is going to be Glencoe.
Okay,
and I'm not going to
Bailey Blanchard. They have he's taken over and he's hanging in there.
Yeah,
we love Bailey and we've known him his whole life. I mean,
Well, see, he's hired a good staff, and let's say it this way: I've never known maybe one black kid to be at Glencoe, but I counted 8 the other night. And on defense, at one time he had 4 black kids on defense. They were all in the secondary. Like a couple of transfers from different places. He's done a good job with his staff. But I will say this: I told people, don't be unfair to him and ask him, are you going to run Steve Smith offense? Or are you going to run James Blanchard's defense? Or are you going to run Scott Martin's stuff? I said, you do what Bailey Blanchard wants to do, and you make your own. Make your own path. Yeah, you can use those guys and lean on them and lean on what your daddy had taught you, but it's gotta be Bailey Blanchard's stamp of approval. That's what it has to be.
We had him. He come on the show.
Yeah, when he was just an assistant
2 years ago, he was just
getting into it.
Yeah, he was kind of getting into it, and we talked about West Alabama stuff. He was still trying out for NFL Pro Day stuff. He was giving that a shot still, and so we're definitely pulling for him. You mentioned Steve Smith, Coach Smith. I'd run into him the other day, and I think he's got his quarterback back again another year. So what do you think about Westbrook?
A long time.
You have to catch Walmart sometime.
Westbrook. When I saw Westbrook in person in some 7-on-7 and some 11-on-11, they look so much better physically than what they have the past 2 years. And I told him at the media days, and I told him the other day at the 7-on-7, a lot of people like to look at everybody's upper body and they go around and flex their muscles and squeeze, but that's not what wins football games. No. I looked, don't take this the wrong way, but I looked
at butts and ankles, Coach.
Their waist down has got to be built.
It's butts and ankles. That's why you linemen, you say the butts and the ankles. That's just what it is.
Yeah, running backs have to use it to cut, and linebackers got to use that ability right there, those legs to tackle. But I think they're going to be much, much better than what they've been. And I think that we're probably maybe a year away from Westbrook going on a 6 or 7 year run of being real, real good.
Wow.
That's just by seeing them. That's what I think is, they're doing a great job in the weight room. Now they've got their community, even though it's not a town, but it's their inner circle of people have bought in on feeding his players, and they're going to get fed breakfast and supper every night. So that's going to be a difference in those kids gaining weight and getting bigger and stronger.
What is their community? Is it Rainbow City?
Yeah.
I mean, I know where Westbrook is. It's over there close to Atala, but what would that area be considered?
Yeah, there's like little houses in that area. Yeah. Like there's it's kind of like its own little town. I mean,
I would say the core.
You go to those suburbs and
I would say the core is there, but it can go on down the road, even down there where the ranch is at. So a lot of those kids live on the ranch. So, some of the kids that play on their team don't have mamas and daddies with them. They live on the ranch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I think we're getting very close to seeing Westbrook go on a run. I mean, a deep run.
I've heard that.
Steve can do it, man. I mean, if anybody can do it, I mean, it's.
Yeah, well, he can do it, and the fact that the community's bought in now. That's the big thing. They've bought in.
He's done it.
And he has. I mean, look at his facilities. The facilities are unbelievable.
once or twice.
Yeah, they spent some money down there. It's really nice. We went there and met James one day when they were kind of finishing up.
Yeah.
And he kind of took us around and walked. Man, wow, holy crap, that's
very nice,
super nice. So
Let's
go into Cherokee County area here, and we'll start with Coach Knapp. That's the Diamond Dean's closest friend. I seen him up there the other day.
He was Matt too.
He was having lunch and something with the guys that had to do some training. I said, Knapp said, "Where's Dean at?" And I said, "I think he's on a rowboat somewhere between here and Jamaica." He said, he's lying about something. What he's doing. "Where's Dean at?" And I said, "I think he's on a rowboat somewhere."
What am I doing here?
I'm
trying to find these pictures you sent me.
Okay,
I can see them here, so I'm looking at them.
Yeah, Knapp's a good feller.
Coach Knapp, tell us about some game. I got a game, and I try to pick out one or two from each schedule to see kind of which ones I like. Or I'll get Galesville Appalachian. I think that's it's not the first game. It's game 4 for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
it's there
after
too.
They host Valley Head, and that's probably their first big road. They do have to go to Donahoe week 1.
I like that matchup. I mean, I think it's a very important matchup for Galesville.
That one at Appalachian.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we know, they've brought back a little bit of guys. I think that big class that they had a class of 23 or 24, like probably graduated last year. But I think they still got to keep some of the core guys on the team. So I think that's an important game for them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And that's a large class for that classification. That's a very large class.
Yeah.
Appalachian's usually pretty strong. We've seen them go to the semis before. I don't know if they've ever made the state. But a matchup I found interesting was his first one, because is Bill Smith not still at Donahoe, Coach Shortt?
He is, yes.
Okay. And he does a pretty good job.
Yeah, he's good.
Galesville beat them last year, but that's a tough game 1, and
especially at
Donahoe.
He lost some players. He had a lot of big players last year. But the last time I saw him, he said he felt like they could be competitive. And
okay,
yeah, I mean, he's going to be, as far as strength concerned, Bill does a great job in the weight room. Always has. Wherever he's been, he's done a great job in the weight room. And Bill's a fine Christian man. He does that.
Is there any one of them that stands out to you that you think so? Hey, let's make sure we pay attention.
How did he end up going to Notasulga?
His daddy used to coach there.
Yeah.
Well,
that was his daddy's first job, if I'm not mistaken. He was the defensive coordinator and basketball coach, and the other guy was the head coach for football and his assistant in basketball. Yeah. Them two. In the early 70s, Buddy Knapp, and I think it was Dwight Sanderson. You ever heard of Dwight Sanderson, Coach Shortt?
Yes.
Okay, so somehow they had the connections, and he got that for a 10th game. I don't know how they'll be.
They'll be athletic. I mean, they'll be athletic. But they're at Notasulga. Okay.
Yeah.
Who? I mean, you can't get to Notasulga from Galesville. I don't even know.
See, and he's got Verbena too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they play Verbena, but
it's at home.
And he has some bad luck, Coach Knapp does, because Verbena played them last year, and they said that was the best team they'd had since 1990. But I think they lost a lot, so I think they can maybe get that one. But Valley Head's going to be tough, and then you got to go to Spring Garden. Valley Head's got both running backs back, so they'll be good. I don't know about Raglan. You heard anything much about Raglan?
I think they got the running back that went to Ohatchee.
That's tough.
The kid that was at Ohatchee that moved to Ohatchee, him and a kid Maniston, they both went back.
Well, that one kid for Raglan can play. Their main running back last year, he's back.
Well, I'm talking about the one that they had that left them that didn't play for them last year. He went to Ohatchee. Now he's gone back. He's a receiver / running back. So they should be better in the skill position play.
Well, so they had a real good running back last year.
They did.
Raglan, yes.
Yes, now they may have two.
Let's go to Sandrock. Talking about Coach Nelson. Shout out to him. New coach up there. He worked under Coach Willingham over at Collinsville. Took the job up there for a year at Sylvania, and he's back around his home area. Me and Dean both got to go up there and visit with him, and I got to go watch them do a little practice scrimmage 7-on-7 against Cedar Bluff. Kind of see them play. I guess probably the Sandrock game would be because of how they've played the last few years with them. The September 19th game, they're going to host Pleasant Valley.
I'm telling you.
When Pleasant Valley lost a lot, did they not?
No,
they did not.
No, they did not. They've got most everybody back.
Okay, well that's not good because they had everybody back last year.
Oh no!
And what they go 8-3?
Let's see, 8. Yes, because they got beat in the first round playoffs.
First round,
yeah.
And that was the best thing they've had in years.
This one I think would be better. When I look at their schedule, I could possibly see them being 9-1.
Wow.
I watched them. They came to Cleburne County and did a OTA, which means they had everybody, not just 7-on-7.
And they look very good.
So you think it's going to be a good matchup for Sandrock does get to host. Now I've got to see. We can look at their schedule. Viewers, y'all can see it on the screen if you can see it, and they're on the page too. You can kind of see that. Them getting to host is always a good one, Coach. That you can play at home. It's always always a good thing to play at home. So. Any other game on the Rock schedule there that you see that?
Well, you always want to see Sandrock and Spring Garden.
Oh yes, always a slobber.
If that stays as a Thursday night game, you'll see me and Jon Holder standing out there on the sidelines, and that will probably be concession stand of the week for us. I'll come up and see how good their concession stand is.
Yeah, that'll be a Thursday night game, by the way. So Coach Shortt's talking about August the 21st.
Yes.
Spring Garden's been coming to Sandrock or vice versa. They play on that Thursday night. Look, man, I just told a story before we got on here about, them, and it come to the last play. And, Coop went off and made some big catches, and talked to Coach Howard in the middle of the field after the game, and it's on our YouTube page. You can go back, just find Spring Garden Sandrock. The helmets are on the thumbnail. It's just a great game. Those two, they're two good communities. Mm-hmm. They care about their football, and it's just it's the same thing. Sandrock, Cedar Bluff, good rivalries. Gales of the communities always sell out and come support each other. So you're right. So you and John's going to try to make that one on Thursday night probably. If
that ends up being the only Thursday night game around.
Yeah,
but I'm saying it's not the only Thursday night game. A lot of the teams that we may cover are playing on a Thursday, but they're playing way out of town, so we can't cover those. That would be one. That's right on the outskirts of our limit, but that would be a game for us, and we would enjoy coming to Spring Garden and Sandrock. That would be a great one for us to come to if it's on a Thursday night.
Now, Pleasant Valley and Sandrock last year went to 20-13. Pleasant Valley beat Sandrock. It was at Sandrock, so that was just always talking about there. That's a game for me. I want to keep my eye on. It's talking about a touchdown game. That's something for me. Which one, Dean?
I like the Collinsville one because it's so close. But now
big rival.
They haven't always played, but I think that could be a good game. Now Collinsville's got one of the best connections.
September 26th.
In smaller schools
it's
in
at
the
home
state.
Too. It's at home too.
Yeah.
Sandrock's got a nice favorable home schedule. They do.
Well, they got that Gavin Lang and Mason McAteer. They're
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But I think that could be a very good game. And you said it's at Sandrock.
It is.
Now, how's Pisgah supposed to be?
That's what I was fixing to ask. With a new coaching staff, how's Pisgah going to be? I don't know that.
I know they've been good for 2 straight years.
Let me see. I got some info on them earlier.
They've probably got a few guys back, I'm sure. But, they lost quite a few people off of these last 2 teams they had.
Crap.
They've had to.
Okay. Let's see here. I had some info on Pisgah, Droughtless. I was talking about some other team here. So next to you, so maybe Pisgah. Well, they do have. Let's see. Last few years, yes. The quarterback will be the last few years. It's Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
Is he back again?
Next 3 years, yeah. So one of the coach's boy that still going to be there said he's the coach's son, and he some of these people that I've talked to said that the quarterback talking about Pisgah, it's just word on the street. You know, he may be even better.
I've heard that. I've heard that too.
That he may, you know, so
I've got Buddy Knapp texting me right now.
That's always and they're going to be interesting to see. And yes, you know, it is an important game because it's a game on the schedule. But yeah, the Collinsville game that's a big rival game. It's a mountain game. You're going to shoot out the lights up there and have a good time, and everybody's going to be there. And Sandrock's games, they do load up there.
What I don't like,
but it's at Pisgah.
What I don't like for Sandrock is that 3-game sled they got in a row. Pleasant Valley, Collinsville, and Pisgah. That's tough for anyone.
Yeah,
and traditionally that would be 3 physical football games, one after another after another.
Then they're off the week before. They have Sandrock will be at Cedar.
Then they come back.
Cedar Bluff will be at Sandrock there on October 17th. So they'll have an off week to rest up from Pleasant Valley, Collinsville, Pisgah. That's a 3-game stretch.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
If they get through that and they make them and they just lose one of those,
well, that'd be great.
That'd be good. I think Coach Nelson will be happy with that.
Most of them spread out. I notice most of the tough schedules are spread out, but they're just right together.
Yeah.
And everything we say has in 2A, 1A, 2A football, it all comes down to who can stay healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. That's just how it is.
You lose one guy in the wrong position, and you're in trouble.
Yes.
1A, 2A ball. We'll go to Cedar Bluff there. They have some. Now I got to see them play. They look fast to me. Their linemen are not. They're not little. They're going to average. I bet they're going to average 220 up. Across the front. That's good.
They've got a couple of good linemen.
And Isaiah's little boy Jeremiah and them, the twins, they're going to run the ball and play defense, and they're not afraid to tackle. I like the speed that I saw, and of course, Timothy's boy Bradley. He's going quarterback. Coop's going quarterback, and he's just he's an athlete kind of kid. He's a basketball kid, and he can run around and throw Patrick Mahomes sidearms, and so it was fun to see them play. And but the first week, I mean, they're going to start off here. Dean, you're going to be there. He calls PA up there. They're going to host. Coach Hammond from Valley Head's going to come down, and no confirmation from Coach Hammond, and I'm not assuming. I'm just what we hear that they're going to change their offense a little bit.
Oh, really?
They're going to try to throw the ball around a little bit more. That's just what I hear on the grapevine, and really just need to bring Coach Hammond.
See that
because we know him well, and we could probably call him right now, and he would tell you.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. I mean, they've got that Blevins kid back. He's been their quarterback. This will be 3 years now. And, of course, he mostly just runs it. But and they got that Ben Johnson.
Ben.
Cedar Bluff's got their first 2 games that's a tough way to start.
The game I kind of was in depth with was that September the 12th game down there in second row, first one grade, because they're going away. They got North Sand Mountain section and Spring Garden. I mean, you're going to go up on the mountain and then stay on the mountain, and you're going to come back down and drive over to Spring Garden. That's going to be a tough series, and knowing a little bit about North Sand Mountain, I've tried to find out a little bit more about them.
They've been all right.
They brought back some of the guys they've had from last year, and they're kind of in the middle of a build. So I think that's going to be a tough game, man. It's always hard to go up there and play.
Yeah. Just going up there, period.
Yeah.
And then they end that 3-game stretch you're talking about with Pleasant Valley.
I know.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you a little secret about Pleasant Valley that's made them better last year and this year.
And then they got Pisgah the next week.
Yeah. It is Coach Nix went out and he hired a retired football coach. He went to Ramburn High School and graduated in 80, the same time I did. His name is Scotty Ward. Scotty was a head coach in a 3A and 4A school, Worth County, in South Georgia for about 20 years. And then he came up to he ended up his career at Temple as a head football coach, and he is his defensive coordinator. He's the defensive coordinator there now, and he has made a huge difference with the way Pleasant Valley plays defense. So
Okay.
that's why everybody that I see on this schedule, I look straight at Pleasant Valley and see how they measure up with Pleasant Valley is going to be very important.
Well, I have noticed that it doesn't look like anybody, Gillsville, Sand Rock, or Cedar Bluff, has an easy schedule.
No, there's some stretches in there for
There's
all the
some
teams.
tough stretches, yeah.
That second week of September, Cedar Bluff, I mean, at North Sand, at Section, then you're going to finish at Spring Garden, and you're going to come home and play Pleasant Valley and then Pisgah. Dude, 5 in a row, and there's no open between now them. I don't.
Well, no, I don't know anything about Pisgah, but there's got to be a drop-off at some point.
Well, there has to be. In coach speak, Coach probably wouldn't have left if he had a chance to win a state championship. He may not have left and went to Boaz.
I know. You remember the year before, I think they lost that big receiver. That was so good that we watched them when they played.
Oh, man.
They had the shootout up at Fife that night.
Yeah, 56-42.
And we're like, no, Fife never throws the ball. Coach B, they run it. Well, that night in the fourth quarter, I bet everybody was throwing the ball all over the field.
Yeah.
It was
Anderson went wild.
It was an air show, man.
Can y'all agree that maybe, because like I said, I don't get to see this bunch play a whole lot unless it's Pleasant Valley or Spring Garden. But can we agree that this might be as close a region as they've been in a while, as far as not having a true number one or a true
I'd definitely say that. Yeah.
I mean, this could be as close of a region as they've been, which will make it fun football to watch. It doesn't have one team running away with it.
If what you're saying is true, which I know it is, I would think that Pleasant Valley would have to be your favorite.
I would say they're your favorite, and then 2, 3, and 4 is going to be a toss-up. But that doesn't mean they're going to walk through it. I'm just saying Pleasant Valley is probably the favorite, but 2, 3, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They may be, 6 teams that have a chance to get in the playoffs this year in this group.
2A, that 2A Region 7 is what we're talking about, everybody. That Pisgah, this is last year. Pisgah 6-0. They went 11-2 overall. And then Pleasant Valley come in second. They were 5-1, 8-3 overall. Sand Rock come in third with 3-3, and North Sand Mountain 3-3 on just for region play. Cedar Bluff was 3-4, and region play 3-7 on the season. And then Gaston 1-1, and then Section had 1 win. So your top.
I don't want to fluff off Section and Gaston. Are they going to be okay?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, that top
Section and Gaston, will they be okay?
The coach from Gaston was speaking today. I don't know his name because I got there late leaving because I had a sports talk show this morning at 6:00 and left Ashland and drove up there. I didn't get to see him, but people say that he comes from a good pedigree as far as coaching, and he has some good-looking boys with him. So,
well, I will agree that is a tough-looking region.
Is it going to look like? Well, I'll pull it up on the screen here. Does it? Let's see. Nope, I didn't what I wanted. Does it seem like? I mean, we're going to go along with Coach Shortt. We're going to agree with him. By looking at this region, y'all can see it on your screen there. This is last year. Pisgah 1, Pleasant Valley 2, Sand Rock 3, North Sand Mountain 4, Cedar Bluff 5, and then Gas in the section. That top 5 could all be scramble stew and be kind of the same. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe 2 and 4 swap. I don't know. I'm just saying. But.
Well, I figure 2 teams, and this is the truth. I mean, it just happens. There's 2 of those teams that's probably not going to be as good as expected, because of injuries or whatever. But we just don't know which 2 it will be.
Yeah.
Pleasant Valley's got a good receiver, and they got a 6'4" quarterback that's probably a 2-star prospect, not at quarterback. But over on defense, the Salster kid, he don't mind finding you and hitting you. So that's why I think Pleasant Valley, with their ability to throw the football, along with having a good, not a guy that's going to run off and leave anybody, but a good, fast kid. I just think that Pleasant Valley, wait at the end of the year, and then you can call me back and say you were so wrong. But
I think we may be telling you was right. From what it sounds like they would have to be your favorite.
I'm looking for an 8-2, 9-1 type team out of Pleasant Valley. And that would be 2 years in a row for them to get in the playoffs after they went, a century without getting in. So
I know.
He's done a good job up there turning their program around. And so I won't forget, that's a Calhoun County school, the upper part of Calhoun County. When football season is over this year, and you heard it here first, Calhoun County's the county schools. There's 7 county schools now. All the other ones are city schools. The schools like Oxford and Anniston and Jacksonville and Piedmont. They're city schools. All of the county schools are getting turf on their football field. Every one of them. Wow. And the baseball and the softball fields are going to be turfed. So by next year, $27 million.
Where's that? Is that a grant of some sort from the county guy?
I can't say how I know this is going to happen because I can't tell you.
Right, okay.
It's going to happen, and they're going to start the schools that play soccer. They're going to start those first so they can have it done in the spring. But not this season, but the start of the 26 season. Then every school in Calhoun County, city and county, will be turfed.
I got a good Pleasant Valley story. Matt will think this is funny because me and him talk about this stuff. Y'all know how small town football stories get blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Okay. In 84, Cedar Bluff upset Pleasant Valley by 1 point. And Pleasant Valley was ranked number 8 in the state. Do you know within about 3 or 4 years, guess what Pleasant Valley was ranked? Number 8 in the nation. I just thought that was funny to me. Pleasant Valley was number 8 in the nation in 1984.
Wow.
That's not true, is it, Coach Shortt?
It can't be.
Okay.
Well, Valley Head didn't they have a run back?
Has anybody ever been ranked nationally besides Gadsden, Anniston, and Etowah?
Nationally.
Those times, wasn't they?
Yeah.
Well, nationally. Here's how I can tell you it wasn't Pleasant Valley. Maybe
it might have been 83.
Well, here's why I can tell you, because I graduated in 80 and I started doing my coaching, like a student teacher. Coach Probst was here, and me and him coached junior high basketball. If you remember back in the early 80s to mid 80s, we had a junior high state tournament, and we played Pleasant Valley. And Pleasant Valley in 83 and 84 were just a 8th through 9th grade team.
Okay.
And each year after that, they added another class, like 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And then by 84 or 5, 6, 7, maybe by 87 and 88, now they had a senior class that they could actually start playing. That's how I knew that it couldn't be them.
This might have been 87, but they wasn't ranked 8th in the nation. There's no doubt about that, right?
No, they probably were ranked 8th in their area.
Okay. Let's look at the Spring Garden. Fighting Ragsdale's over there. I want to take a look at their schedule, and the one that, of course, and
their steak sandwich. Their steak sandwiches over there.
Shout out one of our shout outs that Dean put on, Trey Littlefield. He put him on, and what a great player he was. And Forrest Livingston, we pointed him out over there too. So I had to circle this one because this just kind of been. There's been some times where it went 2 or 3 one way, and then it went 3 or 4 this way, and after the past year or two, Spring Garden hosting Cedar Bluff over here. You can see it's for homecoming, so it's September 26th at Spring Garden. That's one to me that I picked out. That I think it's just been a big game probably over the past 10 or 12. Is that right? Probably 12 years.
It's been a 1-point game a few times. I kind of like that Spring Garden. And we did this last year too. We said the exact same thing. But I like that Spring Garden Valley Head.
Yeah, I'm wondering, and I meant to ask Aaron
last year they beat them.
When's the last time Valley Head been to Spring Garden?
Oh gosh, probably.
It can't have been the last 20 years. I know.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I would think.
I mean, we keep up with it pretty good around here.
Coach, I'm trying to find Spring Garden and Valley Head.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see it. It was covered up with that little thing.
Oh, my bad.
I got
September 19th.
Yes.
I think that'll be
y'all are picking that one. You know which game I'm picking I'd like to see? Spring Garden and Ramburn. Spring Garden and Ramburn.
Oh, week 10.
Yeah.
Or week 11, whatever.
Yeah, Halloween. Be Halloween night.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what, we're finding more and more schools are changing and swapping right now over to that. So we get about 2 more weeks in, we probably can get together and start making some changes. If I'm getting them, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Somebody wants to talk about turf creates more injuries. Okay. They're going to do it. And their baseball and softball field is going to get turf too.
I'm interested to see Spring Garden play football this year because, I mean, they've lost a lot and they've got new players. And I'm just anxious to see them. And I've heard good things about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
especially one of their running backs. And
what you don't see, I mean, what you don't see when you're looking at your smaller schools, you don't see a lot of, hey, they had this kind of move in. We had that many move ins. A lot of time at these schools, those kids are going to stay and play.
Yeah.
For their school. There's not a lot of change well, the changing may come if you've got schools, especially your 1A and 2A schools. If they lose a great running back or a great player, I mean, it can kill a football team to lose a player to another school. And there's been some schools, I'll just say, on this schedule we're looking at that has lost players in the past couple of years that could have made a difference in being 4-6 or 8-2 and 9-1.
Yeah. And you know what's going to be weird too? You're talking about like tradition. When you said playing for your school, and we got Spring Garden up here, I automatically go to the Welches. Okay, you just do.
Right.
There's not going to be one. I mean,
no,
Todd, it's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from Luke playing for longer than that. I mean,
he played 4, and then Cam, and then the twins.
Yeah.
It's going to be. When was the last time there was not a Welch on a football team at Spring Garden?
Well, that's what
those 2 years they didn't have a program. You remember that?
Probably it had to be before 2016. Because Luke played and Cam, and then the twin. So, and Luke was playing, I'm sure. And when we started the show in 2019, he was our player of the year 2 years.
Luke was,
Did you have a set of twins? Was there a set of twins that were Welch?
Yeah, Jacob and John. And see, they're just now getting done too. So that's the brothers. I mean,
3 of them were all state. I don't know if Cam was. He was all region.
Oh yeah, he was good. Played baseball. I mean, he went on to do.
Well, I mean, think about it. The Welches come from an athletic family.
Mm-hmm. Mike played at Berry,
and we love that.
Mark played college football, and Dale.
Dale's one of those. They're just people you enjoy. Like when you see them, all I could do is just say, "Hey, how you doing?" and just let him get to talking. I just enjoy just sit down over there at practice and just let coach talk because he's been around so long. He's seen so much football. I just enjoy his talking to Coach Dale.
Yeah. He's a good one now.
I mentioned the Ramburn game a while ago, and the reason I mentioned it because I was talking about people like transferring. Ramburn in the past, let's say 6 years maybe or 7.
Yeah.
They've had 2 different quarterbacks that transferred out of there. One of them's at Heard County, and the other one's at Central Carrollton, and one of them's a Harris kid. And he can flat out play at quarterback. So
last time Valley Head traveled Spring Garden was September of 17. That sounds about right.
I figured it'd been longer than that.
Yeah, I could. If you'd have said 2007, I would have believed you, Ben.
I'm looking at your schedule here.
So, and them starting out, that first week for them, away. Of course, we just talked about them playing Sandrock first game. What kind of game it is? They're going to be home for Pleasant Valley and Raglan. Then they'll be on the road to Woodville, and then they're going to be home to Valley Head coming over, which hadn't happened in almost 10 years.
That's a pretty tough slate.
So that little scrape, the screws are going to be pinched, is what I was trying to say. The screws are going to be pinned down. You got Sandrock, Pleasant Valley, Raglan, Woodville, Valley Head, and then you're going to come home and with homecoming. You just had to pick one school. You had to pick a day for homecoming. Mm-hmm. You got to have one. Well, you're going to play one of your probably oldest county rivals. You're going to play Cedar Bluff, and then next week you're going to go up to Appalachian.
Mm-hmm. Then you finish with Gillsville and Ramburn.
Gillsville, Ider, and Ramburn.
Is Ider supposed to be better?
I have talked to Taylor. I don't know.
Who's the head coach at Woodville?
See, this is his third. I think it's his third year.
I don't know. They're not terrible.
No, he brought a running back. I remember watching when they played Cedar Bluff. I seen highlights from the game and watching, just doing some studying and talking about it. He was good, man. I talked to some of the boys there that was there then. He was good. They were hard to tackle, and the boys told me that from when they had played, when Marcus was there with them, to when with him not in his class and Corey and them being gone, they played harder.
Mhm.
They was really getting after it. So I think this is his third season over
Now,
there.
Okay.
now, I personally think Valley Head will be picked to win that region, but I think there's a lot of parity in that region with Spring Garden, Gillsville, and
Yeah.
all of them. I just think a lot of those teams are about the same.
Yeah, I mean, it may be the same thing we was talking about Pleasant Valley, Pisgah type region.
Yeah.
I think that the number one spot may just be up for grabs.
You got my vote.
Especially, 3 and 4.
Pleasant Valley, you got my vote.
Do you think Valley Head will be favored to win that region?
I think they'll be favored to win the second place.
Who do you think will be favored to win it?
Pleasant Valley.
Woodville.
No, I'm talking about the 1A.
Oh, whew.
I had Valley Head. I don't. It's Valley Head, Gillsville, Spring Garden.
Joe Poole.
I think Ragland's.
That's the
in it.
name we're getting here for head coach at Woodville. Coach
Oh, that's
Poole.
right. I was thinking, yes, that's right. Joe Poole. He was at Albertville and he was in Georgia.
Okay.
He's from maybe Pleasant Valley, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I take that back. Joe Poole is from Limeville. He's
Okay.
from Limeville. That's where he's from. I'm sorry. I had to think for a minute. I'm getting old.
Coach, that region we're talking about there, 1A, Region 8,
Yes.
Appalachian, Gillsville, Ider, Ragland, Spring Garden, Valley Head, Woodville. That's just a preseason kind of thing right now. So those are the teams in that region: Appalachian, Gillsville, Ider, Ragland, Spring Garden, Valley Head, Woodville.
I think it's an even region.
That looks like an old Piedmont region. I mean, like you got like 4 or 5 good teams in that region.
I think it's a
Spring Gardens, won it a lot. They have. So
Matt, if you remember 2 years ago, maybe it was my 3 years ago. This will be my third. Yeah, this is my 4th year with Jon in high school football, Alabama. If you remember, I told you, I said, this was my first time ever, besides being at a state championship game, being at a 1A football game. Because I asked you, if you remember, I said, "Where's the bands?"
they don't have it.
I had never seen that game, but you know what? It was the purest football. I mean, I love the atmosphere. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And
the steak sandwiches.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, they're good.
But it was football that I really enjoyed watching. It was
The
football.
band, and I'm not going to knock bands because I'm just not going to do that. And I'm not saying it takes away from the game, but it's another element to the game, which I like. We went to an Oxford game last year, me and Bun and his Sarge and them and
Hell City. No, Hell City.
Moody. That was a great game, and the band is big and the half times are big.
Yeah,
but it's not. I'm just different, and it's because of where I'm from, where I'm at. I'm a Cedar Bluff guy, and it just seems like you said, it's just you're locked in. Now the band pumps the teams up, and that's what they do, cheerleading and the band. But like you said, it's just, man, you're just locked in there on football. Now last year, this region, Coach, we're talking about 1A Region 8. Spring Garden 6-0, 11-1. Appalachian was second, 5-1 in the region. Ragland come third with 4-2 in the region. Valley Head 4-3. Gillsville 2-4. Woodville 1-5, and then Ider was 0-7 that year. So guys, that top 6, that's a big scramble pie right there. I mean, just take a pick. I mean, Spring Garden will be favored in my opinion, just because they've won it. They're going to probably be. Most people was going to look at the media people that maybe that are not from here. They're just writing papers, and they're maybe they're sports writers in Birmingham or wherever. And they don't know, like we don't know a lot about Birmingham, so I can't break down Shades Valley. I know Cherokee County plays them, but you would just kind of assume they would write. Spring Garden would probably be favored for.
Well, the only reason I said Valley Head is because they got both those backs back. I mean,
if you got
guys that started 3 years.
If you got a skill player back and your coach knows how to use him, you can do a lot of work and a lot of damage in 1A and 2A football.
Well, see, that one running back Valley Head's got back. He's got 3,000 yards in his career.
That's a lot of running up there. That's a lot of running.
And the other one has got 300 tackles. I mean,
so Appalachian and Raglan, they're going to be in the middle of that pie too. So you're going to have to cut that pie into about 6 pieces.
And
somebody's got to win that region.
Yeah, and I don't know a lot about Gillsville. They lost their leading rusher, but they have another good running back coming.
I guess we'll find out who the hungriest is. Who's going to try to eat the most pie?
Yeah. Somebody's going to devour each other.
Yeah, I think it'll be that they may beat up on each other, that whole region. It may be upset one week and upset the next.
Let's check on the bigger school in the county. Cherokee County Warriors go through here on their schedule. And to me, that October run is not fair. Nearly, it looks like it's nearly like Florida Gators kind of schedule. So I'm picking that October 3rd. They got to go to Anniston, and I did talk to Coach Jackson today. Shout out to Coach Rico Jackson at Anniston for giving me an hour of his day today, and I was blessed to talk with him. Good, godly man, and we talked a little bit about football and a lot about just kids and mentoring the kids and trying to be a good positive influence for kids and his experience and stuff. Had a great conversation with him today. So that October 3rd game, you can look forward to, and the things you're going to be able to see with them. He's got 18 seniors, 9 offense and 8 on defense.
Oh my gosh.
So all these guys that we watched Anniston have last year, they're mostly back. He's really excited about the June camp that they had, early July there. Offensive, defensive line, he says they're hardworking guys, and you got the Bailey kid, 6'3", 305. I didn't say 205. Listen, 6'3", 305. All right. And then another one, he was number 2 in 4A state in the shot put. Okay. And then the sophomore, the Goodson guy, 6'2", 250. So you got all these guys back.
And they usually do well in the sprints in the track in field as far as their speed guys are.
And if you come in second in 4A in the state, if you come in second in the shot put, so this Goodson kid and the Bailey, those are names to recognize over in Anniston. And they have colleges looking at them.
Remember the Anniston Cherokee County score last year at Cherokee County?
14-0.
They scored late to make it 14.
It was like 0. Was it zeros at halftime?
Yeah.
Or was it 7-0?
I don't know, but I mean, it was just a defensive battle.
They got their guards coming back. The Coleman kid, he's a junior, left guard, Cole, and then shout out Coach Roberts there coaching the line for him. He said he bragged on him and the work time he's put in there.
They got their quarterback. That's going to make a difference.
Well, that's it. This defensive line, the Thomas kid, 240 pounds, All-State. Henderson kid, over 200 pounds. Rudolph Jr. kid, over 300 pounds. And then let's see here. I can't read my own writing. Edison kid also, he said he's lost some weight. Said he's at 395.
Really?
Something like nose tackle type stuff.
He's lost weight.
Big. Seems like they're going to average about 280 on the front. And then Coach Shortt getting him what you was talking about, quarterback Pope, number 2, Young, and then running back Williams, 1,600 yards. He was number 6. And then the number 4 that I was watching a lot last year, Cunningham, that's the name I couldn't remember. And then Carr was number 18, the wide receiver that was making all kind of plays up. So, guys, Anniston's getting back.
They got 1,600-yard back.
18 seniors.
Wow.
On a kind of smaller, I guess, maybe mid-sized 4A school team. They are.
I guess that's a very interesting game, but to me, the most interesting one is Alexandria comes to Cherokee County for senior night. Alexandria is supposed to be a lot better. Now, Cherokee County is going to be good.
Coach Ginn's going to put together a team.
But I think that's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Now, tell me if we're wrong. Is not Alexandria not supposed to be very good?
Yeah.
They were young. They were young last year, and they're going to be a whole lot better this year, but they still may be one year away from being able to have a run. But we got look, the whole season is going to hinge just like it did last year. That first game, Cherokee County's going to be ready to be eating nails up there against Piedmont.
Oh, I know, because Pinto's back.
They got to go to Piedmont. So
yeah,
I just didn't put that game because it was just too easy to,
it's easy to say, oh, that's the big one.
Yeah, that's Piedmont.
Well,
And
it's
some
the
people
big
say,
one.
well, it's 3A, 4A. It don't matter. Well, it does to
Yeah.
the kids.
It does.
to
It
them.
does the Highway 9. It does the Highway 9. It matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach,
yeah,
how many
there's
passes did Pinto catch last year for the year?
Oh, I could go. I'd have to look it up, but
Was
he
it,
broke
well,
the
you
record.
don't have. Was it a state record?
Yes.
Okay, I thought
Yes.
so.
Yep.
Okay.
He broke state record, and like I said, he's back. But he was good last year because you had he's good. He's a very good
Because you had
player.
Bethel.
Yeah, exactly. On the other side, so it made people not be able to. Most people are going to double cover the how you say his name? Ishmael Bethel.
Bethel.
Yeah,
Did he go anywhere?
No, he had to double him. So that forced them, and the thing about it is they used Pinto in the backfield. They used him as a wide receiver. He was all over the field, and I'm sure he'll be all over the field again this year because they have a sneaky good wide receiver. Another one that's kind of come along. I think he's going to be a sophomore. They've got they look. Piedmont hadn't dried up just because.
No.
They
had a good team last year.
Yes, they'll still be a good football team.
They went 12 and did they go 13-1 or 12-2 last year?
I think it was. They ended up going. They beat Fife, if you remember, and they got beat by in the semis by what was the name of the team that won it? Not Decatur. Harry. Oh, come on now.
Mars Hill.
Mars Hill. Yes, wasn't even close.
No, I know. I was shocked by that.
And these stats they're not right. They only got him for 100.
I tell you, somebody I saw today.
Yeah, that in a quarter.
I'm gonna ask you a trivia question.
All right.
I seen a team today, and God, they had a bunch of people, have some good-looking guys. I knew he lost some people, but they've got a lot of people coming back too, and he feels good about his team. I've never seen a football team that had triplets on it. Triplets.
What? Wow.
Hoax Bluff has triplets. Hoax Bluff has 3 kids, triplets. That's why he brought them today. I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Yeah, 49-24.
It was Mars Hill, coach, who was talking about Piedmont game, 49-20. That's
49-20.
It wasn't. They scored late to make it 20.
They went 8-0 in that region. So,
Hoax Bluff will be okay too.
Yeah, that's an exciting game that I'm definitely Coach Rob and them. They're going to come down here. We was up there last year to that game. That'll be a big game for Cherokee County. That month, October. It's a big game now. Asheville, from what I've heard from just around the bend there, Asheville's going to be better. They like their quarterback back. They've changed a few things around. So
I watched them here in an OTA here at Cleburne County.
Okay, so they look a little different. Look good.
Cherokee County by 3 touchdowns.
Okay, well, it ain't 6 touchdowns.
No, it used to just be a.
Sorry, Kevin Moore. We love Kevin Moore. We got to shout out to him. He's the Asheville guy over there.
They're going to work, and Mark Sanders will do a good job. He's their coach there. He was the O-line coach at Westbrook Christian last year, but he's going to do a good job. He's from there. He played football there, so he'll do a good job there.
It looks to me like every team in the county's got a tough schedule.
Let me tell you who's going to be the sleeper. Remember this, is White Plains. White Plains.
I'm curious about them. Somebody else told me that.
Well, that's just because of their coach.
They're going to be better.
Not just coach, but coach is, because they let him hire 8 guys. 8.
Oh, my God.
They're going to be community-wise, what I heard, that the community was excited about football coming this year, White Plains, and that'll be at home, Cherokee County. They'll catch them at home on September the 19th over here at Bobby Joe Johnson Field.
Mike Benefield is back in high school football from college football, coaching with them, coaching their offensive line. They've got 2 real good running backs, and they got about a 6'6", about 280 offensive lineman that can move. I actually have watched him. He moves well.
What about Arab there on August the 29th? I don't know a lot about that farther up mountain like Scottsboro's and those teams. Gunnersville's always good.
Gunnersville's always
Arab,
if you gave me some money and told me I could bet on it and you gave it to me, I'd go Cherokee County in 10 plus.
Okay.
All right, let's make that bet.
All right, we'll put it on. So, Alexandria, that month, October, I like the Anniston matchup. Again, shout out Coach Jackson over at Anniston for taking some time out of his day-to-day to talk to me. Really enjoyed talking to him. He's open door. Hey, come down whenever.
Yeah,
come
nice
see
guy.
us. And, super nice guy. Happy for him, praying for everything works out for them. Nice guy. Alexandria, Oaks Bluff, that's just – we love it. We love those old rival games, and I would just be – you can't talk about Cherokee County and not mention this game, they're going to have to go to Etowah on the 12th. Coach Peavy and them will be welcoming in
That's right.
Coach Kelly and the Warriors. And it's going to be some gritty, hard-nosed football, it sounds like, if he's going to be running that kind of wing tee type style stuff. So it's going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But Coach Kelly's not afraid to get in there and get dirty, though.
No.
No,
He
that'd
always
be
has aggressive teams.
what they used to call him. That'd be a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, A-Rab was pretty good last year, and Cherokee County beat him 2 touchdowns.
And I think Aniana, I've heard too, they're kind of in the middle of year 2 of building. That they're going to be better this year. They're kind of in that year 2 because they had a big class with like Fluff's class, and then the year after him, they had a lot leave.
I think that a lot of teams are going to struggle with centers running backs.
Backs. Yeah, he said backs. There's a couple.
I don't. The
1-2
punch, that's a good 1-2
Woods,
punch.
Henderson, and Stroot.
Yeah.
I
forgot about Stroot. 3, he's good.
He can fly. I mean,
that's the only one that don't have it. The only one that don't have a Cherokee County name, as far as the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name before. The other ones I have.
He's
had some good games before.
I think his mom is he from here? I can't remember.
Jalen, is that his name? Jalen.
And I watched them run their 40s the other day, and I'm gonna let it be a surprise. Coach Kelly may get mad because if I told the name, so I'm not gonna say the name. But there is a 4-4 kid on the team. If you're from here, you probably already kind of guess who it is, but I ain't going to say. We'll let it be a surprise, and you can just see it on the field live when they take the field over at Piedmont.
And he's going to have a good tight end, too.
Yeah, he's got a very good tight end.
He's committed to Duke the other day. Ben Mosley.
He bragged about him last year. He was bragging about him last year.
Ben looks like a 20. He looks 22 out there.
Yeah, he's very good.
Big, strong, super smart. And Jaquan, seen them the other day. Them guys working out, and
of course you got the boy that played corner. He's a good player. Keyshawn.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Keyshawn
Woods.
No,
you mean Keyshawn Thomas?
Yes, he's a good ball player.
And I think that it's on defense. I mean, people, we know it's going to look different. Without Tristan and Caleb and Tay Diamond, there's still a diamond on defense, and he's going to be a linebacker right in there.
Yeah,
so there's still going to be a diamond hollered out. And Jaquan has really worked hard, watched him all the way through come up, and he's kind of quiet, sort of, keeps to himself. But
a diamond in the rough? Is that what we found there? A diamond in the rough?
And last year,
you can't have the last name Diamond and not be okay.
No, I think he broke out his shell a little bit last year. I think there's going to be a big explosion him this year on the scene. So that's kind of some games that we like around through the county. We went through the schedule for all the teams and give you some looks at regions. And I'm sure media, Alabama High School Football, Alabama, Coach Shortt on there with Jon Holder. They're more than likely, I'm sure John would pick Cherokee County probably to head up that region again.
I would think.
But yeah,
that's my personal.
More than likely, because at times last year, it was like Cherokee County versus Anniston. They had they had a great football game, and then Host Bluff upsets Anniston at Anniston. Man. And then we were all at the Cherokee County Host Bluff game last year, and that was a very physical football game until the end, until like midway through the fourth quarter before it actually was decided. So that region again, yes, I'll put Cherokee County at the top until somebody knocks them off, but I think the 2 through 4 has gotten a little bit closer to Cherokee County as far as talent in team.
Right.
I think that it's been for the past 3 years, Cherokee County and whoever else wanted to show up. Mm-hmm. But I think this year, 2nd through 2, 3, and 4 is going to be a lot closer.
I think they'll have some tougher in-season games or have a tougher time.
Yes,
not because they've fallen off, because teams have.
No, it's because the other teams have gotten a little bit better and they're getting a little bit more talent. And I just think that's what will happen because they've lost too many players to be as good as they were last year, Cherokee County.
At the beginning of the players they've lost.
Yeah, but by the end of the season, they may be there, and Coach knows that. I'm going to talk to him. What is it, Saturday at the event that they have, which I wish you were putting on. But anyway, we'll go to something else. I think they have a chance to be real good at the end. I just don't know if they'll start off that way. but I think that Cherokee County has a chance, and that's why everybody else, I think is maybe not catching up. Maybe Cherokee County may not be as good as they were last year or the year before, the year before.
Well, Coach Kelly set the bar. He set the bar high for 4A North. Like, if you're going to come take this 4A North title,
you got to beat Cherokee County.
You got to pull your chin strap up tight. Make sure you don't forget your mouthpiece.
Pull your chin strap up, put your mouthpiece in, put your big boy panties on, and get ready to go be physical. And then we'll talk about the playoffs another day.
Yeah.
You got to get there first.
Yeah.
You got to get there to have a chance.
Yeah, they ain't going to talk about playoffs.
Yeah,
playoffs?
He'd be like they're going to be like Jim Mara if you ask him. Playoffs.
I'm going to bring it up Saturday. I'm going to say, Coach, what's about the playoffs? If you start looking at your
Don't do it, Coach. Don't do it.
If I do,
he knows he's probably going, but he's just that type of guy. He's not going to talk about it.
Right now, it's Piedmont.
I can just aggravate him. I'm going to aggravate him.
I mean, they could be playing, and I like that about it. Nick Saban was that way, but they could be playing, OK Tire down here, and he's going to.
Hey, Tim's pretty good. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That Tim was pretty good.
And he's going to be like, well, we got to play OK Tire. They don't look ahead.
That's why you compliment every team that you play. Yeah. Coach Shortt, coach for years and years, and you know that. You just compliment all the teams. Say, hey, Saban, we played Chattanooga and West Monroe, and like, hey, look, these guys are good, and I'm gonna tell you, their tailback, he rushed for 1,800 yards last year. We better look out. I mean, we look like we couldn't. What would he say last year? Like shit through a tin horn, they run through us.
No, he's talking about Georgia Southern.
Yes.
Most yards he give up in a game rushing, but until they played Ohio State.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, they rushed for over.
Well, see, I used to have every team we played, I said that was the best team we'd ever seen. It's the best team we ever played. And then I would go into a staff meeting and look at our coaches, and I said, all right, now tell me, guys, have we got a chance to win? And if they just kind of giggled, I said, well, okay, it made me feel a little bit better. But I'll
say that about the local coaches. They're all good about – you'll be like, well, you got this one. I don't know now. I'm like, oh, come on.
No,
yeah, well, we can say that. I can say that now. I used to not ever say that, but I can say it now, and I'm going to Saturday.
You knew you was going to win some weeks, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, you did. You had that. You knew what you were just wanted to fight against. Is you didn't want your players to think that, and you didn't want. If your players think that's when you start having injuries. When they start not playing as hard and they think they've got it won already. That's what about.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about a former Alexandria player. He's our assistant superintendent, and I'm friends with him. I mean, and he never talked about how good he was, but we'd heard he was pretty good, and he made the all Calhoun County decade team in the 90s. His name was Jeremy Heathcock. Do you remember him?
Yeah, he's your assistant superintendent?
Yes, he is in Chattooga County. And he never talks about it. He's got this big state championship ring on.
Yeah.
And, you like ask him, you're like, was you pretty good? Yeah, I did pretty good. And then he didn't talk like he was as good as he was.
That's a humble family, Alexandria family name, the Heathcocks.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
he was he was that kind of. He's one of them old school Alexandria guys.
Yeah,
I was just on a good team.
No, yeah, and then I go and look, and he made the all-decade team.
Yeah, and I tell you, do you remember what year he graduated?
I think he won it in '97 with Campbell and that crap. What was that? What was that running back's name?
Well, you had a Matt Campbell.
Crook.
And you had Leon Crook was a fullback, and you had Matt Campbell
a linebacker, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a fullback / linebacker. Crook was. They had a bunch of players,
and they had a real good wide receiver, white kid, and I cannot think of his name.
Well, if you remember back when they won it, if you say 97, 90, 93, 94, 95, 96, Cleburne County and Alexandria played it for the area championship just about every year, back to back to back, and then in the playoffs it'd be us, Alexandria, and Dessler. That's who the three was at that point in time. John Mothershed was at Dessler at that time. The head football coach at Mars Hill right now was the offensive coordinator at Dessler at those period of times. So there were some good days. There was a lot of good football players.
And I don't want to bring up something that was painful for you. when 94, your running backs, I remember watching them, and one of them was a Pearson, right?
Carlton Person went to Alabama.
Okay, now this is what's going to be painful. Did he not transfer out on you?
I wasn't the head coach.
You were not, but did he not transfer out?
You want the whole story?
Yes.
His daddy got a job over at the concrete mill in
North Jackson, right?
Yes,
I want the story.
This is what. Okay, he left Heflin because he was from Lineville. That's where he was from. So they left Heflin and went back to Lineville, and Doug Goodwin was at Lineville.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I had taken care of Carlton, and he left Heflin because he got into a fight during Christmas with Todd Ginn, who is the head coach at Alexandria now.
Right.
After a basketball game, he got in a fight, and he fought half of Alexandria and half the basketball team. So he got kicked out here and went to Lineville. Well, in Cleburne County, doing practice one day, the next year, we've got football season going on, and not that year. It was during the playoffs. A vehicle pulled up at Heflin, and inside that vehicle was the head coach at North Jackson, Philip Lawley, and all of the money people from North Jackson. He went to Auburn. He's been everywhere. He was at Auburn. He was also coached in Ottawa. You know, the USFL, not USFL, Canadian football.
Yeah.
Well, they showed up, asked where Carlton's at. The head coach at that time sent me over there to talk to him. And I said, this, and this. And he said, well, you think you could help us get him to North Jackson? If you do, you get a brand new floor in your weight room. The next thing I know, he's at North Jackson. And from there, I'm not even going to say the rest of them names. Some of them people are dead now. And,
so basically, he just got in a fight and he got let go from the school.
And yes, and had to go to Lineville. And then from Lineville, he ends up at North Jackson. And now his mom and daddy had a little argument. Mama comes back to Lineville. Daddy's still up there at North Jackson. Somebody found out, turned them in. And remember, they had to forfeit most of their games, but they had 2 more left. They won them, got into the playoffs, and Carlton didn't get to play, but he ends up signing at Alabama.
Wow.
Well, the player that Jeremy always talks about from Heflin that was so good was Greg Ware.
Greg's 2 kids play for us now, and he's helping out coach.
Oh, wow.
But you see, he was Greg's brother was Dwight Ware, who was one of our best linebackers we ever had in a 94, 95, 96 era.
Right.
Yeah, and Tom Protho, Protho wasn't bad either. I mean, he was all right.
No, he's in a different era too. I mean, he would, I put it this way. Carlton Person signed at Alabama, and in the 10th grade, he was the third team linebacker for me. I was the defensive coordinator. I had 4 in front of him that were as good or better.
Wow.
So that was
Coach Shortt.
Good story.
Days.
We love the stories. We appreciate your time and sitting down here with us a little over an hour now, and we look forward to seeing you for the season, guys. You can go find Coach Shortt. High School Football Alabama, just Google it. I mean, they're going to come up. They're on Facebook every week on Friday nights after the game. You find them on there. Go to YouTube and find them. And I always
and add this
and see them on.
Add this. We're going Facebook and YouTube as we have been, and now we're going TikTok and Twitter. So we've hired a person that's going to take care of all that. So as the show's going on, we're going to have reels put out there on Facebook. I mean, on Twitter and TikTok. So we're sitting at about 15 to 16,000 viewers right now. We think by adding that, we may be anywhere from 22 to 25,000 by midway through the season. We'll see.
Ryan, he's one of our all-time favorites. He's always been a big part of the show. Said he looked forward to maybe Jackson, Cherokee County lining up again in December maybe. And that Jackson has had 8 guys sign off that team to play D1 or D2. 8 off that team in Jackson.
Yeah, but an interesting game for them is going to be. I've already got it. Already got some people. It's going to get us some video for it. Will be them and Saraland again.
They play them week 1.
Yeah, it was a good game last year.
You think John can get us? I mean, John knows a lot of people. You think he can get us a helicopter coach? We need a helicopter.
Yeah, I'll ride with you.
Get us into that game.
Yeah.
I would love to go to it, but I've got people that's going.
Oh, wait, is it in Sarah Lamb?
I got some people that's going to get us some video and send it to us, so we may have video of that game to have.
We could go down on Wednesday and tailgate.
Yeah, we can just hang out and smoke some ribs and some chicken.
Cigarettes.
You remember? I hopefully I know we've got some. We'll have some video for that ball game. Hopefully, I hope we will.
Yeah, that would be a good. I know it's impossible to go to, but it would be a good one to go see.
Well, if I ever retire, I've got a list of places I want to go. My goal in life, when I finally can, is I want to go to every stadium in the state.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
Well, you've been to a lot, probably.
I have in the south and in the north. I've been to a lot of them. But I want to
go to. I want to go to UMS Wright. I like to go one of their big games and see Coach Wright. I mean, I like to be a part of that.
I've been there.
I like to go to an Orange Beach. And I know y'all have had some battles. UMS Wright. Y'all go back and look them up. Coach Shortt and them. They battled all the time. I'd like to go see an Orange Beach type game, or like maybe a Daphne or Foley somewhere down there. They got a lot of big athletes.
That's a neat place to go watch Orange Beach.
South Alabama. I like those. And we went to Pickens County that time to kind of watch them play as Cedar Bluff's getting ready to play for them.
Fell in love with it.
Well, I mean, you on the way there, Pickens County is there, the gatekeepers for North 1A football. You just know it. And maybe I expected a lot more, but then I forgot it is rural 1A football, Alabama.
Yes.
It's just regular old field. It's just regular old nice people. I mean, the young men had just won the basketball tournament.
They won it 2 or 3 years.
They knew Todd, so they come and talk to him. Hey, Mr. Dean, they showed him his rings, and it's just small town USA. And they're just good kids walking around there. What a football program! And we watched them play Marion County that night, and that's a
41-40. No, not that night. They played
21-20.
The second time they played it.
Let me tell you one thing that makes me proud before we go is for a small town like Wadley, a 1A school, Wadley, Alabama, little old bitty place. Southern Union is what Wadley is known for. Southern Union.
Nowhere. I mean, you're gonna run over a possum or a skunk on the way there. You just are. It's a small place and out in the middle there.
It may be more than 1 or 2 possums and skunks that you hit on the way down there. I went there last Saturday. We had a media day there for Tri-County, and the Wilkes kid.
Yeah.
To have as much pressure on him and that running back they have to transfer to transfer to different places, and he stayed with Wadley. Yeah. And I told him that afterwards, and he said, well, Coach, I mean, be honest with you, I already.
Oh man, we lost him. He's just telling us too. Dang it, Coach. Where did he go? Fennel seed. Let's see if I can get him back up there. We'll hang out for a second, wait on him, let him. We'll let him see about Coach Wilkes. I mean, Jaquiz. Yeah, shout out to him. I mean,
going to Auburn.
It's big for Wadley.
Oh, huge.
I mean, look, you got his face out there, with his jersey on and stuff at a large university here in the state. That's only going to be good for Wadley.
Yeah. They've had a guy start for Auburn before that.
Yeah.
Terrell Zachary started at wideout. Actually started on the national championship team. So, but they've not had a ton of guys play D1. They've had some.
It's just small school USA. And if you've been to Wadley, and we're just kind of being funny, but coach down there, what's his name?
Gosh, I don't even remember now.
Starts with M. Motley.
Oh yeah,
Coach Motley.
Yeah,
Coach Motley does a good job down there, and you kind of like you get made fun of for being small town.
No, I know.
I mean, we're Cedar Bluff. Trust me, we're small. We're Cedar Bluff. We know small town USA. If anybody does, we're Bluff Tech. I mean, that's what we used to call ourselves back in the 90s, and so
Tech High.
What a great opportunity for him, and also the quarterback at Jackson Duckworth that's going to South Carolina. The tailback there, Crowell at Jackson, going to Bama.
Yeah.
So those are great opportunities for kids around here. Make sure you.
And Jackson's not a big town either. I know they're a 4A school, but that's not a big town.
No, I've seen like videos. They had a homecoming parade, and I keep up with their school, especially over the past 2 or 3 years watching EJ play. Their homecoming, like a little parade, like they did. It looks like Cedar Bluff. I mean, it's just they're just normal, small town, and all the guys after the game said that they were super nice.
Oh yeah.
His coaches were super nice. So, sometimes you get stereotypes. So, our small town, he ain't no good. Well,
they do.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, he is. So, Coach is back. He had to go get him a glass of tea. So, tell us about what Wilkes was saying about why did he stay, and he wants to be the Bulldog.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they've gotten together and they have probably 90% of their team back from last year. But you have to know that they had some close ball games.
That number 4 is good too.
I heard.
Yes, very, very good. Very good.
I forgot his name again.
I did too.
I just shared his picture on the page yesterday.
I met him the other day. But he just talked about how family was important to him. His family had been Wadley Bulldogs pretty much, well, not only all his life, but for several decades, there's been a Wilkes there playing football.
Really?
And,
okay.
He got offers early on, and he thought, what people would come to him and say, we can develop you more, and we can help you get better scholarships. He thought, well, what's better
already?
Yeah, I've already got 15 offers, so what's moving going to do? He said, to me, playing at the 1A level and maybe having a chance to win back-to-back championships with a new coach now, was intriguing to him. He said, then once people figured that out, they started coming to him and said, well, maybe if you're worried about moving, maybe we can find a way to move you down here. Mm-hmm. And maybe we can find a way to, now if you'll come to us, you can start as a true freshman and maybe make more money. But kudos to him for sticking with his team.
Absolutely. Now, is Coach Motley is he not there anymore?
No, he left and took the head job at Beauregard.
Okay, so I didn't know that. So Beauregard, Aniston plays them game 1 because Coach Jackson will be lining up against Coach Motley. Who's the coach at Wadley now?
The first-time head coach, very, very young coach. I think he graduated in 13 from high school. And he has his wife is from Wadley, and he was coaching at Eufaula. He was the defense coordinator at Eufaula. Very young coach. Seems very nice. I think he's already learning that everybody on that team told him the other day in an OTA, said, Coach, when are we going to start running wishbone instead of throwing it all over the place? He may learn how to line up in the wishbone a little bit, and he'll have some bumps and bruises. I don't know if they'll go through the season undefeated, but they've got a very good chance to repeat, put it that way.
Yeah. All right, Coach. We ain't gonna hold you up. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Take care,
guys. We appreciate you, sir. God bless you,
sir.
And we'll be seeing you soon. High school football, Alabama. Coach Michael Shortt. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. See you later.
See you, man.
Appreciate Coach Shortt for coming hanging out with us, and we want to go through county schedule, and we got some side stories on the side there. It's what we like. This is kind of, it's how we do our show. We're going to cover the material, but some stuff, when you get a coach like Coach Shortt that's been doing it forever, I enjoy that stuff, and I hope that our audience does too. If you do, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel here. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's very hard on YouTube. It's extremely hard.
How many we got?
555.
Okay.
On YouTube, we've built from – it got to about 200-300 pretty quick, and then from 300 on, it's kind of goes slow. Now, Facebook, we're hitting 5,000.
Right.
We got a big crowd over there, so we appreciate all you guys. Ben Smith, I've heard that Saraland and Clay Chopwell might move up from – yes, I did read that the other day. There's some –
7-8.
Yeah. There's going to be some movings of ups, some reclassifications for some schools. So, guys, we appreciate you. We'll see you back probably. I may be back on Thursday night. There's some stuff going on, college talk, some news, and there may be some more news coming out of Michigan about this sign stealing stuff.
No, really?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah. So y'all come back Thursday night, probably 6 or so, and I'll share some stuff with you. So, God bless you. We appreciate you, and y'all have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Okay. Thank y'all.
See y'all. He's getting restless.